What's new at the Shure table at the Broadway Sound event? Well, I'll get right to the important stuff here. This is our new Axient wireless system, which has the most intelligent implementation of receiver-transmitter interaction that we've been able to come up with. The main enabling feature here is that there's two-way communication between the transmitters and receivers using this 2.4 gigahertz access point. So it is possible from the receiver to completely control all parameters of the transmitter, including audio gain, RF power, RF muting. All of those parameters can be controlled directly from the receiver through that link. So it's now possible to adjust the gain of a transmitter if you hand it out to the performer and it was set too high or too low. You can mute the RF on the transmitter remotely to avoid interference issues. And once we have established the two-way communication between the transmitter and receiver, we thought, that means we can change the transmitter-receiver frequencies simultaneously, and that's true. If I switch the receiver to a new frequency, the transmitter immediately follows. And so once we had that capability, we thought, if there's a way that we could switch to a good frequency, if there was interference, we could do that very conveniently for the operator. So it was not possible for the receiver to be scanning for a clear channel in the background while it was simultaneously operating as a normal receiver. So we came up with a new device, and that is the so-called spectrum manager, which is this guy right here. Kind of looks like a receiver, and it's similar to a receiver in that it tunes across the entire UHF range. But as you can see on this display, there's a scan that has been done of the local RF environment. So the spectrum manager performs two main functions. During the setup mode, the spectrum manager does a complete scan of the RF environment and uses that information to calculate a compatible set of frequencies for all of the attached equipment. It can also calculate frequencies for non-network gear if you manually put them in there. But in that mode, it should give you a set of frequencies that takes into account television and any other wireless systems that may be on the air. What it does after it calculates the set of frequencies is usually calculates additional compatible frequencies besides just the number that you need at a minimum. And once you're in the show mode, that spectrum manager continuously monitors those backup frequencies several times per second. So as long as those remain clear, those frequencies are in a list of backup frequencies that are ready to be deployed to the receivers. The receivers themselves have an algorithm that can detect radio interference. When the receiver detects radio interference, it flashes a little red thing on the front panel, and it says, "Hi, I'm having a problem here. What do you want to do?" If the spectrum manager is attached and has this list of backup frequencies, you can manually hit a button, and it picks up the new frequency from the spectrum manager, immediately switches the transmitter to the same frequency. So in less than about maybe 50 milliseconds, you're on a clear channel. It can also automate the process. If you don't want to manually intervene, you set it to the auto mode. As soon as the receiver detects interference, it automatically changes itself and the associated transmitter to a clear frequency without any intervention at all. And for that reason, once the system is set up, it can be largely unattended, automatically escaping from interference and finding fresh frequencies. And that's really sort of the heart of the matter for the Axient system.